Okay. Is the window capture work? Oh no, it is working.
Okay, isn't bug.
Vad är det?
Yeah. What's your wait? No, I don't. Go back to OBS.
Fire in the hole. Fire in the hole.
I don't think it's set up correct. Wait, no, it is.
No,
No, no,
it's
never mind. It's
here.
working. It's working. It's working. Never mind. I'm done. Okay, I need to get the link of your stream. You can turn off the Discord stream now. By the way, it's fine.
Oh yeah.
Fire in the hole.
Send me the link to your stream. Send me the link to your stream. I can just announce it.
Okay, I'm gonna look it up real quick.
Did he put delay?
Bo, I don't think he did, but it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, I'll get it.
Counter-terrorists win.
Never mind. I got your stream.
Oh, I just sent in EDMs.
Okay.
Grenade.
Yeah, I got your stream.
Fire in the hole.
Was it reality versus?
Grenade. Fire in the hole.
Opening fire!
Wait, did I enhance it? I forgot. Okay, no, I did. Never mind. Okay. Okay. We're starting a little bit late because we were setting up a stream, but it's fine. This is Reality versus Zumbelina's Academy. It is the qualification game, or at least the final game. It's just Swiss stage. So whoever wins the series will qualify to playoffs, and whoever loses will be eliminated. So we're starting off on the third round here. Reality did win the first 2 rounds, so it's gonna be the gun round for Zumbelinas, and it's gonna be Pipes are gonna Pipe in a 1v3 after the A execute comes in. It only has a FAMAS, so he's probably not gonna clutch this, but there is a small chance. However, all the T's are taking post-plant positions. Pipe though will take out Mig. But Tawala peeks out from long and will get the trade. So that's going to be Zumbelinas getting their first round on the board on this map. This is a best of 3, so there's going to be at least 2 maps. Maybe a third if we have to go that far, but yeah. First map's Inferno, second map is Train, I think, right? And then the last map's going to be Nuke if we get that far. Wait, I need to announce the stream in CBRM League as well. Oh, CBRM.
Grenade.
I didn't publish it, I'm so dumb. Fourth round here looks like Zumbelina's making some presence in apps, but it looks like it's going to be more of a default round. We got T's kind of everywhere. Leo Strong Aim is up banana, but not really making any noise. They're just kind of maybe faking some apps presence, perhaps trying to pull a rotation. And indeed, there are 3 CTs on A, so if they hit B, it's going to be the weaker site for now. However, it looks like the bomb and the T players are going to be floating towards A here.
Opening
So
fire!
it's probably going to be an A hit with Leo Strong Aim. Looks like
Fire
they're
in the
coming,
hole.
going to try and fake some presence on B as well. Throwing some nades out, flashes, fake some shots. However, Invisible gets some contact on A and will take out Mig. Digdodim trying to get the trade here, but it looks like Reality will realize that it's going to be an A hit. Digdodim gets caught out by Bunzybon rotating through Library.
Open fire!
The A defense seems to be holding strong. Zafkiel gets stinked up in apps, and it's only going to be Taola here in the 1v4. and he will get taken out promptly by Invisible, so Reality will maintain their lead 3-1. Did I publish it yet? I did. Okay. Just gotta ping everyone.
Grenade. Grenade.
Let's see, Zumbalina is kind of on a half by some players with AK, some players with Deagles. Zapkill just storming up Banana though, will take Banana control. Looks like Reality gonna give up Banana to the T's for now. But gonna throw some utility to try and delay them. However, the rotations are already coming in for the CTs. We got Bunzi already rotating to CT. Smoke gonna come in and looks like Dick with him. Only 10 HP, trying to entry onto side. 50. Backside gets traded, only goes 1-for-1. Bunzi Bon was trying to spray through the CT smoke, but unfortunately
Fire in the
none
hole.
of his shots really connected there.
Opening fire.
So it's going to be the 3v3 retake for the CTs, but Invisible gets one tap through the smoke by Zafkill, probably as it was fading. So that's gonna leave Hopeful Down and Bunzi Bon trying to retake from opposite sides here. Bees though just playing it safe. No one really overpeaking. Mig on Coffin will take out Hopeful Dawn from Banana, and that's gonna leave Bunzi Bon in CT. And Leo Strong Aim will close it out, so Zumbalina's trying to claw back the score line right now. So let's see what's gonna happen here.
Grenade. Opening fire. Fire in the hole.
And looks like T is gonna go for another default, or at least default kind of round here. Invisible though pushing up apps, going into this kind of annoying corner, and will confirm that there's gonna be at least no apps presence for now, but the T's are kind
Fire in the
of
hole.
surrounding his position, and Mig will take him out on the peak. And so looks like the T's are gonna be accelerating towards A here. Bunzi Bon on site, gonna be trying to hold in this annoying corner. He's kind of being slow right now. They're not really allowing the rotations to come in, but Hopeful Dawn gets caught out by Sarola. And so CT's kind of disconnected here. Zaf catching out the blank, but Bunzi Bon on site with a massive 2k to hold down the site. However, he's the only one left, and with many T's approaching on his position, he's gonna get taken out, and so Zumbalina's will equalize the scoreline 3-3. Yeah, Zumbalina's did pick this map first, so this is their map pick. Reality did choose to start on CT side. So let's see if their map pick holds strong. They've already played Inferno at least twice before in this tournament so far, and they have won both times they've played Inferno.
Fire in the hole.
So it should be a confident map for them. Leo Strong Aim storming up Banana will take down Pipe, but Hesky gets the trade.
Grenade.
However,
Opening
still
fire.
kind of favors the T's here as the B execute comes in. Utility goes out, and it's only gonna be Hesky and Hopeful Dawn, only with pistols on both of them. Hesky gets quickly taken out. Hopeful Dawn only with the USB, can't really do anything to support him. So once again, it's gonna be a 2v4 for Bunzi Bon and Invisible, and they're probably they're actually gonna save here. I don't know if Invisible has a gun. I think Invisible actually maybe has some tech issues. Kind of moving weirdly. But looks okay, maybe they're actually going for this. I don't know why they went all the way back in CT spawn. They only have a 5-7 and a deagle, maybe. I mean, it's not really even that worth it to save armor. Because, you know, the T's have AKs, they can just one-tap you anyway. And Invisible's gonna be saving his 5-7.
Get
Bunzy
down.
Bun gonna be in CT maybe to try and get a couple exit frags, but he's gonna be retreating as well back to Arch. And Invisible actually gets taken out by Tala, I think, in mid. So he's not gonna be able to save whatever he had. And so that's gonna be Zambalinas taking the lead. Taking the round lead for the first time in this map. Let's see if they can snowball even further on their T side.
Fire in the hole.
Grenade.
Opening fire. Grenade.
Grenade.
Once again,
Grenade.
Zambalinas
Fire in the hole.
playing the early round slow. Trying not to just rush everything and just potentially just give away fights to any aggressive CT players. However, CTs are also just staying and bunkering down on site. Got a double site setup on B. 5 people though with the fast rotate. However, T's still deciding where to go. Perhaps they were looking for maybe an early pick that did not come. We see actually an op by Invisible in pit here, so Invisible is going to be holding down the short line with his op, and it looks like Mig might just walk straight into it. And indeed he does. Invisible will get the kill on Mig with his op, and now the T's know that Invisible's posted up. However, Digdodim is already in CT, past Arch here, but he doesn't know that there's a CT behind him, and Hopefuldan will take him out. Bunsibon also trading Paola, and the remaining T's players trying to perhaps go out B, thinking that everyone's rotated, but Eskill's still there anchoring it down, and so he will take him out and bring the score back 4-4. Now the T's know that there's going to be an op in play, and so they're going to be a little bit more careful when peeking or jiggling angles.
Opening fire in the hole.
Fire in the hole.
Double
Fire in
nade
the
in
hole.
mid. Doesn't
Grenade.
catch out any players so far.
Fire.
Mig just storming down
Opening
Banana.
fire.
Digdodim takes down Pipe, who is peeking mid. However, there's a
Fire in the
triple
hole.
3 CTs towards B for Reality. And that's where Zambalinas
Grenade.
looks like they're going to be
Opening
going.
fire. Opening fire.
However, Bunsibon, who is the third player, rotates to Library, and Hopefuldan, though, on site, takes down 2 before
Grenade.
being traded. And now Hesky can just farm. And it's all down to Mig in the 1v2. Mig, though, takes out Bunzy and Hesky, so it's only going to be Invisible 1v1 against Mig with the op. And Mig just pushes through the smoke right into Invisible and takes him out. So that's going to be a huge 1v3 clutch there for Mig. Stabilizing the round for his team, and so Zambalinas will still keep their lead so far. Only a 1-round lead though, so it's not much here as we get into the later stages of this half.
Grenade.
Once again, they're going to be nading top mid, but I don't know if that's really going to do much damage here. That banana nade though looked like it did damage. It did half HP or 50 HP on Digdodim, so he's going to be tagged up really heavily. Once again, Zambalina is going for a bit of a more slow round after they rushed B last round and just tried to storm down the site, which almost didn't work out for them, if not for the heroics of Mig on his clutch. But there's going to be 3
Fire in the
CTs towards
hole.
A here, so A is going to be kind of the stack side here. I don't know if Invisible bought another op. He's playing down short though. You see his shoulder. Digdodim sees Invisible's shoulder, and so he will get taken out, but Pipe, peeking from long, gets a trade. However, the 2 T players on B gonna be advancing up. However, Hesky takes him out, but the bomb is on A, and Bunsibon, the only one on A side to try and defend this, but he gets taken out by Leo Strong Aim, whiffs his kill on the guy jumping down from balcony, so that's gonna leave Hesky in the 1v2. Does have an AK, so he's probably gonna be going for this, at least attempting it. However, Meg and Leo Strong Aim kind of in annoying positions to try and root out. And Leo is 1 HP, but I don't know if Hesky's gonna expect Leo in this deep apt angle. He's gonna be rotating back to balcony though, and he's gonna be signaling to Mig that Hesky is gonna be in short, and so Mig's gonna peek out from graveyard and get the kill. So Zambelina is at least securing the 6-6 half for Inferno on the first half here. Can Reality claw it back in these last 2 rounds on their defense side? Or will Zambelina just run away with the lead, with the score lead
Grenade.
when we switch sides here? Looks like Zambelina is once again just going for the standard default round for them here. Invisible once again pushing in this app's corner, but he's gonna get played out by Diggs. However, Invisible just sound peeks him, and so we'll take him out with the MP9. Mig though is there for the trade at least. Hopeful Dawn shows his presence on B with the op. So now the T's know that B is being held down by the op, and Hesky also takes on Tarola. So that's going to be an AK picked up for him, but Mig is already in CT. Look, both T's actually pushing through CT. But looks like they're going to try and wrap around A here. I think if the T's just went B through CT spawn, it would have been crazy. I don't think they're going to expect this. However, Hopeful Dawn is holding CT with his op though, so perhaps going A is the correct decision. But looks like the T's are going to be going towards B. Hopeful Dawn is holding this angle. Sees the shoulder, but doesn't get the kill. Hesky, though, will back him up. And Hopeful Dawn will get the closing kill. So Mig and Leo just kind of in a tough spot there. 2 CTs on both sides of the map, but they were just being held. They were aware that a flank was possible, and so a flank through CT spawn was possible. And so Hesky and Hopeful Dawn able to hold down the B site.
Fire in the hole!
Fire in the
Grenade!
hole.
So as we get into the last round of the first half here, looks like Zambelina is going to be going for a B rush. However, Hopeful Dawn holding will take down the entry that was Mig. Zafkiel really whiffing his molly there. And Hopeful Dawn meanwhile gets a second kill on Tarola. Hesky gonna be peeking this off the back of it. We'll take out Zafkiel, but traded by Dig. And Hopeful Dawn with a collat on Leo and Dig to end the first half 6-6. So that's a 4K op round for him as we switch sides. Let's see if Zambelina can now defend the sites against Reality's attack. Reality should be more comfortable on the T side. But if we look at the scoreboard here, we got Heskel and Hopeful Dawn just leading the kills for Reality. Meanwhile, it's more of an even kill count for the Zambelina's side.
Fire in the hole.
Hesky on the 2KD 16 and 8. Let's see if he can boost it further on this T side. He is a very aggressive player, and he's probably going to be showing it here in this half. But Reality just pushing up long, takes down Leo. Digged at him trying to peek from Boiler, only goes for 1-for-1 with the trade there. So it's going to be the advantage towards Reality, and looks like Invisible just going to be flanking B from CT and will just take down the B anchors. And so that's going to leave Mig in the 1v4 already in this pistol round.
Cover me.
And so Reality looking like they're going to take both pistols in this map. At least. Mig gonna be coming in from Banana, but he's gonna get heard or at least checked by Hopeful Dawn. Mig will take him out on the jump shot. But the 3 remaining Reality players will know at least where he is, and so Mig's gonna have a huge task ahead of him if he wants to clutch this out again. But the time's already running low. He presumably probably doesn't have a kit, and Bunzybon just peeking from backside will take him out. And so that's going to be the second pistol round of this map for Reality, and we'll take it to a 6-7 scoreline, but let's see if they can get this second round conversion in. Should be able to with these upgraded weapons. However, anything can happen here. Perhaps Zambalina's gonna be forcing up some deagles and stuff here.
Grenade.
So, second round looks like Reality kind of waited around in spawn just to see if there was going to be any nade stacks coming from Zambalina's, but that doesn't happen. So they're going to be advancing up mid now. Zambalina is choosing to stack 3 players towards B here, kind of a trap play setup on Banana. However, Hopeful Dawn is going to be lurking, or at least shifting his way up mid. Looks like he's going to be peeking long here as the short smoke comes in. We got nades coming out, but Digdodim on the peak will take out Hopeful Dawn. Invisible though, quick for the trade. So they're gonna be going 1 for 1 here, and looks like Reality gonna be going towards A, but the CT rotations are coming in hot, coming in fast right now. Zafkiel trying to peek from pit with a deagle. Unfortunately, will get killed by Invisible, and Invisible just going 1 for 1 right now, and Invisible gets the eco round ace, boosting his stats there, and so Reality will get the second round conversion in. 6 to 8 scoreline now, but Zambalinas can still pull it back. Especially with these guns that they should be buying. I don't know if... not a lot of them like force up Beagle, so they should have enough money to at least buy some like M4s and stuff.
Grenade.
Looks like Reality gonna be going towards second mid here. Digdodim kind of peeking mid, but decides to retreat. So
Grenade!
Zambalina, I think they tried to boost one player up roof, but unfortunately they missed it. So Leo Strongame gonna be going towards balcony instead, and that's gonna be confirmed as Hesky is gonna be shooting some hot shots in apps. Leo Strongame though doesn't expect Eskill to be pushing up so fast. But Esky just gets the double entry on A. Invisible also taking on the long player, so
Cover me.
the A setup for Zambalina is just completely crumbles, and so
Grenade!
it's gonna be Mig and Tawala left, and looks like they're gonna be saving because Mig bought an op, hoping
Grenade!
that Reality was gonna be going towards B, but they're just gonna be exploiting A here, and so it's gonna be the 9th round for Reality here because Mig and Tawala are going to be saving their weapons. Eskill, or actually Invisible, did look up Banana, but looks like he's not going to be going too far. He's going to be keeping his
Operation
weapons.
successful.
So it's going to be the bonus round for Reality here. Tawala, though, gets an exit, but unfortunately doesn't get anything in return. Pipe, or two D players actually die from the bomb. I don't know how that happens. However, Mig will be keeping his op. Let's see what he's going to do with it in this round.
Fire in the hole.
And Mig peeking mid with the op will take out Bunzibon. Digdodim here to support him, and will get Invisible trying to look for the trade on Mig. So that's going to be the double opening kill for Zambalinas in this round. And it looks like it's going to be, it should be the round win for Zambalinas here. Mig retreated back to A site. Digdodim though didn't get the AK, so he's still going to be rolling with that Eagle for now. And looks like Reality is still going towards A here, despite them knowing that the op is still around here. Hopeful Dawn though will take down Digdodim in long, so that opens up some possibilities of perhaps a CT flank here. However, CT is just going to be staying put. And looks like Hopeful Dawn might shift towards Arch? No, he's going to be wrapping A through long here with his team. So looks like it's going to be an A hit. Mig gets taken out with the op, so it leaves Leo Strongame in with only a deagle, and he gets taken out by Pipe.
Cover me.
So despite Zambalina's getting the double opening kill, Reality managed to consolidate and just completely just overrun the A site. And that's gonna leave Tarola and Zafkiel rotating in from B. Tarola though, only a FAMAS. Looks like Reality is gonna claw or steal this round away from Zumbelinas despite them going down 3v5 after the initial fights in mid. Zafkiel and Tarola, or Zafkiel at least going to be saving his weapon, so it's going to be the 10th round on the board for Reality. Tarola will take out Hopeful Dawn, perhaps looking for some more exits.
Terrorists win.
Tarola trying to go for the AT there, but does not expect Pipesuck on that position, so won't get it. Zafkiel will be saving his M4, but it's gonna be double digits on the board for Reality, and it looks like Zumbelina is gonna be taking a timeout here. If you look at the scoreboard, Hesky absolutely carrying Reality so far in this map, 20 and 8. You also have Invisible and Hopeful Dawn also pulling their weight. Meanwhile, on Zumbelina's side, we got at least more of an even spread. Mig and Tarola and Leo hovering around 10, 11 kills. Zafkiel though kind of lagging behind for them. Unlucky game for him. But let's see what they can do off the back of this timeout. Perhaps looking to maybe fix their issues on A, because Reality just keep overrunning their A setups and just killing everyone that's trying to defend A without even getting a trade frag in. So hopefully they're discussing at least what they can do to perhaps mitigate or contain the A executes. We got 2 minutes left on this timeout. So yeah. Let's see what Zumbelinas can do. Let's see if this timeout works out for them after or when the round starts.
Fire in the hole. Grenade.
Alright, looks like we're gonna be starting the game back up. Let's see if Zumbelinas is gonna at least
Grenade.
prosper off this timeout that they took, assumingly. But Reality gonna be going for a much slower round than usual. Gonna be shifting all the way up B. 3 players shifting up banana. Looks like it's gonna be a B fake, as the bomb is actually situated towards apps.
Grenade.
So Invisible or the 3 players on B looking to try and fake the B execute. We got a smoke from the CTs there. And so the B player is gonna be making some noise now, trying to see what damage that they can do. Invisible pushing the smoke will get taken out. And the B hit, or at least the B fake, absolutely crumbles. All 3 players dying without getting a single kill. And Leo's rocket goes unchecked.
Cover me.
Takes out Hopeldon, but Pipe will get the trade and will plant the bomb. So it's going to be a 1v4 for Pipe. Or Pipe. Sorry.
Fire in the hole.
However, against 4 players rotating in from the CTs, I don't know if it's going to be possible. Mig peeking from library with the op will take him out before he can even get going. And so Zombolina is finally managing to claw back around here in the second half. And hopefully trying to put a stop to the momentum that Reality has. 4 rounds in a... I guess they won the last 4 rounds, so they're gonna have hopefully the momentum that they had from those round wins gonna be hampered slightly. So Zombolina's still in the back seat though, because Reality have so much money. And they have so much lead, or they have such a big lead in the scoreline right now. 3 rounds, it's a good bump for them. Hopeldon picking up the op,
Opening
trying
fire.
to op mid, however misses his shot onto Nicodem, who is peeking mid. And in fact, Leo Strong Aim peeking apps takes down Hesky, but will get
fire.
traded by Invisible. Leo Strong Aim getting punished for just over peeking their peeking balcony,
Fire in
and
the
so
hole.
Reality gonna be
Hole. Fire in the hole.
advancing up mid and up apps here. However, looks like they're gonna call for the rotation actually towards Banana and towards B. As 3 players from Reality gonna be
Grenade.
floating towards Banana here. However, Mig is watching this closely with his op from CT. However, he's the only one towards B, so if Mig just gets like pre-fired on his angle or just misses his shot and dies, it's gonna be a long while until he's gonna get support. And indeed, Bunzibon just peeks and pre-fires the angle and will just absolutely annihilate Mig before he could even react. And meanwhile, on A, Pipe with the lurk takes out Leo, so it's only Zaf and Tawalha trying to retake from CT. Zaf though gets a 2k on the side players. However, they should be aware that Pipe is fast on this flank. And Invisible, I guess, taken out Zaf on the 3k. And that leaves it all up to Pipe in the 1v2, and they know Pipe is going to be flanking from CT here. And indeed, Tawalha is going to be taking him out, and so that did look very dire for the CTs there. 2v4 for Zafkiel and Tawalha, and they were getting flanked. However, Zafkiel just managing to just wipe out the players on site and able to just isolate Pipe, or at least Pipe just not giving him a chance to activate on the flank. And so Zombolina's
Grenade.
slowly but surely, they're gonna be clawing back the rounds here.
Grenade.
Opening fire.
Reality, Bunzibon trying to peek mid from underpass, gets taken out by Mig on his off. Invisible though,
Grenade.
with the kill, and Mig gets spotted in apps, and so CTs are kind of scrambling here. Leo Stronging gets caught out in the open, but Mig still in pit, still doing damage with his op. But he's being encroached by so many players, and unfortunately does not expect Pipe to go on top there. And so it's going to be the 1v3 for Digdodim now. Digdodim already close up short though. I don't know if they're gonna expect this. Spots out 2 players on site. Digdodim gets a 2k, but Hesky coming in from short now. Digdodim might get caught out here though. Back turn. And Heskey is going to stabilize the round and deny the clutch for Dig.im, and will get the Reality their second round here, or 11th round. 2 rounds away from closing out this map. This is Zumbelina's map pick, so they should be favored on this map, or at least they should be comfortable on this map. I'm confident, but Reality looking to maybe just out-aim
Grenade.
and just out-duel Zumbelinas in this map. Just use
Fire in the hole.
their aggressive playstyle and their firepower to just overrun the CT defenses.
Fire in the hole.
And it's going to be Zumbelina's on the half buy here. Leo Strong Aim trying to peek out from Apps, but gets taken out by Hopefuldan, who's holding that. Aware of the push, of the possibility of the push. Mig
Grenade!
will shoot a shot with his op, won't connect, but now the T's know that an op is going to be in play. Invisible trying to peek him out, gets taken out, but Pipe still doing damage. Tawola though, in Apps, holding the fort down for his team. However, Pipe still managing to take out the support players on site, but Tawola is just making Apps look like his right now as he gets to 3k. And that leaves Pipe once again in the 1v2. And Zafgil gonna be peeking from Arch, will take him out. And so Zumbelinas will claw it to a 9-11 scoreline. But still 2 rounds away. The Reality still have a lot of chances to perhaps stabilize and close out this map. Zumbelinas still on the back seat. Any mistake, any small mistake will be absolutely detrimental for them.
Grenade. Fire in the hole.
Grenade!
Grenade. Grenade.
Still not everyone of Zumbelina is managing to full buy. Dig.im still on the Deagle. And looks like there's going to be no op in play for the CTs. But it looks like it's going to be an
Fire in the hole!
actual
Grenade!
B execute this time with the bomb. As
Grenade!
Util gets thrown out. Bunch of flashes, smokes, and nades moving out on the B side. But perhaps it's going to be a fake as Reality
Grenade!
look to just retreat and double back towards the mid. So I think it's just a fake B exec here. However, CTs didn't really over-rotate. There's still 2 players here towards A, albeit on opposite sides of the site here. And Tawola actually, who rotated to B from A, is going to be rotating back to A. So this fake not really working to pull any rotations, or at least they weren't fast enough to capitalize on the rotation that they did pull from Tawola. So he's going to be posted back up in library here for this A exec. Zap will take out the B lurk, and Mig gets contact on Apps. And they will confirm that's going to be an A exec. Leaves Hopefuldan in the 1v4. And only 15 seconds left on the clock. This is just going to be the round for Zumbelinas here. No time and no health for Hopefuldan to try and bring this clutch to life. And so Zumbelinas will take their 10th round on the board now. Creeping ever so closer and the round lead that Reality had, like the buffer that they had, is just all but disappeared. And so Reality, I think, will call for this timeout now. Again, if we look at the scoreline or the scoreboard, Heskey is still leading the way for Reality, though he hasn't really gotten a lot of kills in these past few rounds. We got Pipa and Hopefuldan, meanwhile, putting their names on the, or at least putting their names on the scoreboard. However, for the side of Zumbelinas, seems like every player has just started to pull their weight and just activate after their timeout that they had earlier. Zafkiel was like 4 and 12, and now he's 10 and 13. So he's been putting a lot of work after the timeout that they had earlier. All the players looking like they're just I guess, playing well together. All the fights, at least going their way. Getting the trades in. And so Zombolina's now just snatching the momentum from Reality. So Reality looking like they're just gonna be taking a timeout perhaps to try and stop the momentum from Zombolina's from snowballing any further. So 2 minutes left of this timeout. Let's see what Reality can cook up when the round starts after this timeout. So they still have the 1 round lead. However, that could all easily change in an instant. Looks like they're going to be calling the timeout off early here. So we're going to be starting back up. Let's see what Reality cooked up during that timeout.
Grenade.
Maybe they're just
Grenade.
talking with the team.
Grenade.
Perhaps everyone perhaps the mental of the team is like
Grenade.
not
Fire in
really
the
great,
hole.
but Pipe with the opening kill on Mig, who are trying to peek mid with an op, so that's gonna be a crucial
Fire in the hole.
Grenade!
piece for Zombolina's gone from the round. Paola though peeking mid takes out Bunzi and does manage to escape with his life. Pipe, unfortunately, a little bit too slow on the peak for the trade. However, the remaining Ts are going towards B. And looks like maybe they're actually going to hit the site this time. They dropped the smoke. Invisible
Fire in
drops
the
the
hole.
smoke on sandbags. Luckily, no one was CT watching that cross. So they're going to be
Grenade!
hitting the site here. And it's only Zadkiel backside. We'll go
Cover
1
me.
for 1. Peek rushing through the CT smoke takes out Dictadim. So it's going to be a 2v3 retake for Tawala and Leo. Tawala though will take out Pipe. And so that will equalize the player numbers. So Hopeldon and Eskel just gonna be playing it safe, waiting for the sounds. Hopeldon gonna be peeking Coffin and will take the 2k to bring Reality to map point on Zombolina's map pick. So looks like the timeout for Reality indeed working out for them as they do find map point. And so can Reality close out this map and snatch and steal away Zombolina's map?
Fire in the hole. Grenade.
Or will Zombolina manage to claw it back to overtime? Both teams kind of strapped on both teams enough money for
Grenade.
a full buy on both teams, so money shouldn't be a problem on this round. Zombolina's looks like they're gonna be playing the standard setup, but they already pulled a
Fire in the hole.
rotation.
Fire in the
Or they,
hole.
one B player's already rotated. Dignodim gonna be peeking Banana, but gets caught out by Hesky. And Hopeldon takes out Koala, but Leo Strong Aim peeking from Boiler gets a 2k. However, Hesky will get the trade, and so it's gonna be player advantage for Reality, and
Cover me.
they're gonna be playing the bomb here, but Mig is in short. I don't know if they're gonna expect Mig. But Mig whips his spray on the side player. And so that's gonna leave Zafkiel in on 1v3 to try and keep his team in the map. On the map. Does have an AK. Spot out pipes up close. But Bunzibon will peek out and get the trade, and that will be the first map going to Reality. Zombolina's map pick stolen right from under their noses. So we're gonna be going to train for the next map here. But we're gonna have like a short 5-10 minute break as the teams will be resetting their recordings and stuff. So yeah. Gonna be seeing you guys when the second map starts.